If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Nubian. And for those of you who are returning, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another beautiful ass, magical ass moment in time. I'm inviting you in my space. Listen to my song called In This Place. Available now. Think I'm going home. Everybody wants that friend, yeah, yeah. But yet they fail to do the work within. No longer can we hide, yeah, yeah. Spirit is exposing all our lives, yeah, yeah. But wait a minute, think about it, how am I supposed to make this shift while I going on my gifts? But wait a minute, think about it. I'm created to be this way. Take me to the sacred space. I'm going on. Going on. I think I'm going on. Going on. I think I'm going on. I'm going on more. I think I'm going on more. This path that I'm on is inevitable. I keep walking, I keep stepping till I get it right. This path that I'm on is inevitable. Keep walking, keep stepping till I get it right. Everybody wants that friend, yeah, yeah. Yet they fail to do the work within. No longer can we hide, yeah. Spirit is exposing all our lives, yeah, yeah. Going on. Going on. I'm going in this place. Greetings, dear earthlings or fellow sentient beings. How is everyone out there? Welcome to another beautiful ass, magical ass moment in time. I am like in this zone where I had to take a brain break. So I figured I would chime in to answer questions. I'm not going to be on long. So if you got a question, drop it like it's hot. And if it's a question regarding your own personal matter, I recommend that you book a reading. If it's a question about something that's just, I don't know. Let's just see how this goes. Go ahead, y'all. Shoot. Thank you, moderators, for joining me. I love you. Are any of my moderators here? No moderators. The hell? Moderators, the hell is going on? No, honey. I'm not going to do readings right now. I'm just asking questions. I may come on another time and do like a super chat of the readings. What's going on with the full moon? Broken heart. Do I have money coming in? Y'all funny. Will you move soon? Why are we getting spiritually attacked at this time? There you go. That's what I want to answer. All right. So now, you're being spiritually attacked at the time. Guess why, y'all? It's very simple. All right. So y'all keep hearing put in the work, put in the work, put in the work. And you're like, man, I can't do no more clearing. Or you may not have put in the work. You may have put in the work a little bit and then gone back to your old ways again and galvanized all that energy all over again. Or you may have just stayed on your task and just focused on your work and working on yourself. So the energies that are coming in are causing you to be spiritually attacked, because if you're being spiritually attacked, it's not necessarily an attack. I don't want you to call it a spiritual attack. I want you to look at it as an opportunity to prove your greatness, okay? Now, what's happening here is, say you put more energy into working on yourself and proving yourself. That's the energy right now that's going to supersede any lower vibrational energies, because you're going to be able to stand in your power and go with the wit. But if you have not put no work in at all, and you just been out there and lollygagging, and maybe you're just waking up to this and you're just in some you have put more energy into lower vibrational energy. So negative people, places, and things, addictions to drugs, sex, money, people, codependency energies, all that stuff. If you spend more time on all those lower vibrational energies, or gossiping or slandering and all that stuff, all that lower vibrational stuff, the 7 deadly sins, thank you guys, then that's what you're going to be reaping right now. So if you put a lot of energy into your higher self, then y'all should be smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. Now, don't get me wrong. Even if you did put those energies into your higher self, and you're still finding yourself having tests and challenges, use your tools. Use your tools. Because trust me when I dealing with a lot, but still keeping a high vibration and being very grateful for where you're at and for the tests that come in. And also look at how far you've come to be able to even balance all this. Because back in the day, you'd be like, oh, hell no, I can't. But now we're like, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I stay alive. I got all my life to live. I got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Right? And in that moving in order, y'all. All right, so whatever questions y'all asked me before now, I have no clue. I don't even know if I'm gonna scroll back that far. Let me see. During our ascension journey, how to identify your calling? What do you like to do? Like be a potterer or something, like the potter or the clay, and that may be your gift to make specific pottery. You know, I think our thing is we have to be careful of looking outside of ourselves, thinking that someone else, little girl with the light, taken out on this stage, and it was the world stage, and she was courted by the divine spirit of light to come out on this stage with the divine spirit of life. And as she was passing up all these angels on the stage, it was like 8 different angels. They had like arc light, they had a strobe light, they had a street light. There was like, just different types of light. But when she got up to this one light, it was real huge, like a big ass, the Hollywood lights they have to tell you like an event's going on here. So she saw that light and it was like a badass light, right? But it wasn't so much the light, it was what was around the light, like the diamonds and the emeralds and the jewels and the pearls. It was just crystallized and with such a pattern. And it was like Yellowstone diamonds, greenstone diamonds, purple stone diamonds, red stone diamonds, pink stone diamonds. It was just amazing, like the just colors that radiated from it. So she was like, whoa, life in the divine spirit of life is like, little girl, let's go. But an angel came up and whispered in the divine spirit of life. So divine spirit of life took her to the edge of the stage, edge of the world stage, and she looked to her left and she was standing next to Michael the Archangel. The reason I say it was Michael the Archangel because what's up, y'all? This motherfucking camera just turn it back. Wait. Phone's ringing. So let me go back a little bit. So she was looking at, this light with all these beautiful crystals and colors on it. She went to the end of the world stage. She looked at this angel next to her, and his name was Michael. Pitch black, like the whole sky, like you could tell, like it was just outer darkness. Like if you took one step over that stage, like you were just in outer darkness. It was like blacker than black. Like you see like Star Wars and they have like sparks or, galaxies in the sky. No, this was just pitch black. But she went to the end of the stage and the divine spirit of light handed her a flashlight and was like, little girl, I'll be back. Hold this. And she looked at the flashlight like, why everybody else get this big ass strobe light and big ass arch light and street lights and mega lights, and I get this little rinky dinky ass flashlight? So divine spirit of life is like, but she didn't say it, she just thought that in her head. So she just kind of looked at the light, and spirit of light said, hold that light out into the darkness. So she holds it out into the darkness, and when she starts holding the light out and aiming it at the darkness, there is these sparks that just started falling into the light of the flashlight. They start being drawn to her light, her flashlight. So that's the image that you guys see on all of them. Goes the little girl with the light holding the light out over the water behind the Eye of Horus. And then that's my book that's available right now. It's available in 5 different languages: Hebrew, Arabic, Spanish, English, and French. And let me finish telling you the story though. So basically the angel comes and whispers divine spirit of life, and then the divine spirit of life is like, little girl, hold this flashlight, I'll be right back. So she's like, huh? And he's like, I'll be right back. So he didn't walk away, he didn't run away, he didn't step away, he just disappeared into thin air, just faded out, disappeared. She was standing there and she looked over to her left and she looked at Michael, the archangel with the archlight. And the angels don't talk with their mouth, they talk with their eyes. They're very telepathic. So she looked over at Michael, the archangel. He looked over at her, like no emotion. She gave him no emotion, but she was just like, she just kind of looked back out in the darkness and she just kept holding her flash. As she's holding it out to fall, the flashlight out to fall into the flashlight, her arm gets tired. So she says, man, when did Divine Spirit Light say he was coming back? So she looks at Michael the Archangel and asks, and Michael the Archangel looked at her like, there you go. Don't even ask me because I already know what you're finna say. But he still showed no emotion. So she's like, look, my arm is tired. I don't know how long Divine Spirit Light say, he was taken or she was taken or whatever, but I need a break. So she's like, look, Michael, do me a favor. When Divine Spirit of Life come back, I want to go take a break. So she goes to go take a break. And then as she takes a break, she's passing up all those big, lights, the street lights, the pole lights, all the lights until she gets to the strobe light. So when she gets to the strobe light, she's coming up on that light again with all these big, huge, beautiful diamonds that were pink and soft yellow and emerald green and lavender purple, and just these colors that we've been seeing on our planet. So as she's getting closer to the light, she's honing in on the diamonds of this light, and then all of a sudden you hear and she's like, oh shoot. So the little girl, she starts running. She starts running and running and running and running. She's trying to get back to her post. She's like, oh my gosh, I got to get back to my post before the divine spirit of life sees that I'm not at my post, because I don't know what's going to happen. So she gets back to her, but as she approaches her post from running back, she sees Michael, the archangel face, just looking over at her to the left, like, and then he puts his head back straight, but he kind of turns his head to the right, because they can hear and see, like their senses are where it's like their eyes is what their nose, they can use their nose what they use their eyes for. So he was in front of the little girl, where were you? And she was like, he said, no, little girl, where were you? She's like, he said, but little girl, where were you? She said, I went to go take a break because my arm was tired. And he said, little girl, who told you could take a break? The little girl said she had to take a break because her arm was tired. And she wasn't even standing there that long. In spirit of life, when she looked at his face, he looked so distraught, like just distraught. He said, little girl, look, I know you don't like this little flashlight, and I know you think that all those lights that are up here on the world stage are better than yours. You think people's gifts are better. You think their talents are better. You think everything about them is better. But I want you to know something. Did you know that little flashlight that you were holding, that you were complaining about in your head before I walked away? And I forgot, well, the little girl forgot that the divine spirit of life can hear her thoughts. So when she was standing there complaining about that little pretty dicky ass light, why I gotta have a little light? Everybody else got a cool light. Well, I gotta have a little light. So she wasn't appreciative of what it is that she had. And the divine spirit of life said, do you know what kind of light that you have? Even though you were complaining about it being a little rinky dink light, a little bitty light. And she was like, no, what kind of light was it? It's a flashlight. I was holding it in the light. And the divine spirit of light said, no, little girl. So as she's trying to hold it back out into outer darkness, those stars that used to fall into the flashlight, they weren't falling into the flash more. So she kept trying to aim it at the light, and it was like her light was gone. So it dimmed her shine. So even if the stars and the people were to come towards her for help, she didn't have her energy. She didn't have her shine. It's like her anointed was taken because she wasn't on her post. So when the divine spirit of life said, do you know what kind of light that you have? He says, do you know? And she just looked, and he says, you have the most important light out of all the lights up here. Just because a light looks better or prettier or looks like it's doing more better, it's doing bigger things than you, your little light is the light that I was using for my people's souls to find their way to me. That was the most important light out of all the lights up here. And she looked at the light, flashlight, that she looked up at the divine spirit of light's face, and the face was just hurt, like distraught, just so broken, just hurt, just like, because those souls can never be, once those souls were gone, that was it. There was no getting it. There was no changing it. They were lost forever. And it was into outer darkness. So the little girl made a vow that would be on her post and she would not hurt the divine spirit of life. And then there's more that happened to this story. So if you want to find out the rest of it, my book is now available on my website. You can go check it out now, and you'll enjoy it. Your children will enjoy it. And it really helps, because the little girl was an 8-year-old little girl. And it will help you explain to yourself, as well as your children, as well as your family, that you have talents, you have abilities, you have skills in which we have all been created for, to bring forth into this plane of existence. What is your reason for being? What have you been divinely created for? I also have a song out called Little Girl with the Light, and that song is also available now. It's a very beautiful song, and it talks about how, while you're complaining about what it is that you have, you know, someone else wishes that they have what it is that you have. And I just want to like remind each and every one of you out there to, when you say that, it's like, when you speak it, it happens. So when you're saying that we're being spiritually attacked, an attack to me, because I guess maybe because I'm warrior minded, it's like, hell yeah. I just imagine myself off of a big ass mountain with some big ass machetes, like ready to hit some shit and turn on my superpowers, and they come out my chest and like, who's next? As I slay some hits. But I'm just trying to keep it simple for all y'all simple-minded folks. I'm just kidding. But for those of you who are on the same page as me, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm just playing around. But look, y'all need to like tap into your power. Hold on. And stop doubting yourself. All right, I'll probably take another question and then I'm about to chime off, y'all, because the half hour was almost done. But somebody needs to hear that story. What can you do to combat their energy, or can you do to stop certain energy from pulling on you? Energy, cut cording. Also, if they keep popping up in your head, more than likely they're thinking about you a lot. Don't forget your salt baths, clear your energy. The moon is here. Get your crystals out and wear some crystals on you to repel that shit. You're welcome, Angela. You like my uplifting story? Sending your love back. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so high in my vibration that if y'all just randomly come to my channel and just post just things that is just like, for what? We have a team here that's just blocking any negativity because we're ascending too high to be bothered. So if you found yourself in a space where you can't comment anymore, we love you. And maybe one day you'll be taken out of timeout, but for now, you're in timeout. When someone keeps popping up in your dreams, because it could be a merge or some type of lesson or something that you need to learn from them, or they're trying to tap into your energy. Full moon energies. I almost did a full moon video. I got a video coming out next. So that's why I really didn't answer any love questions, because it should cover it in this video that's coming out next. I was just waiting for it to upload so I can get it to yours. Thank you for your donation, by the way, Miriam Gomez. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining me. I love you. Now love yourself. Newbie Divine. Thank you, moderators. I love you. This is the song, Little Girl with the Light, I was telling you about. The book is now available, y'all. You're gonna love it. Somebody's taking their last breath. Live on. My memories, they never faded. You're still part of my breath. I remember a time when I first looked within myself. High priestess of the united energies, my chance to make it right as I shine my light. A beautiful flower grows first look within myself. High priestess, I'll be united energies. My chance to make it right as I shine my light. Beautiful flower grow. Beautiful little girl with the light. When you're complaining, somebody's taking their last breath. Live on. Each and every one of us. We have a talent. We have an ability. We have abilities that we've already created for to bring forth into existence. What is your reason for being? Staple. What are you divinely created for? As I always tell everyone, we're all one big piece to the puzzle. We need you to bring your piece to a greater puzzle. So we can all make this beautiful picture that the world has yet to see. Yeah. Beam of the Purple Flame, now available at your local download MP3 store. Nam yo Rikyo. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. Time to get up. Hey Siri, lock the clock, Alexa, back her up. It's my mantra time. I call my son to rise. Salute the day I name it, claim it as a mastermind. It's feeling, I own it. And my premonition, I am home here. I claim my mind to visually manifest hidden light. I spread my wings. My chakras are balanced, I take the scene. Behold my soul, with the world as a witness as I unfold. I'm new, being divine. My energy signature giving life. No death can hold. I'm immortal, time jumpers up head and holds. Hono, hono, hono. Oh, hono, 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 hono. Oh, hono, 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 hono. Oh, hono, 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 hono. Nam yo Rikyo. Hono, hono, hono. Oh, hono, 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 hono. Oh, hono, 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 hono. Oh, hono, 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 hono. Nam yo Rikyo. Stella man, my little love, my medicine frequency, watch me turn on love. Touchy line, Kundalini vibes, from homeless to harvest, my magic mastermind. And my honor, I am seen. My dog became my beam. No fear, I'm here. Watch a purple flame up and here. Hono, hono. Hono, hono, hono. Hono, hono, hono. Hono, 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 hono. Nam yo Rikyo. Hono, hono, hono. Oh, hono, 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 hono. Hono, 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 hono. Tell him new. Yeah. I'm new, being divine. My energy signature giving life. No death can hold. I'm immortal, time jumpers up here and gold. My honor, I am seen. My dog became my beam. No fear, watch a purple flame beam me all up in here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You've now been granted the initiation of the masters.